Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they work this well outfield across the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit... pass plays early, takes the starch right out of them.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away. Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage. Pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On fourth down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watson now to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Up the gun, Fournette. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. On play action, it's Brady.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. on 2nd and 9. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play action. Now it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On play action, now Brady. Jones has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A handoff to Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.